So I'm going to be addressing AI very quickly because I see a lot of doomsaying, and to be fair, I kind of was one a few months ago, where it was more brought up. I feel like it's toned down a little bit, but I mean, nevertheless, I still see that doomsaying and that proposal or prospect, I mean, of AI taking over the world and completely subjugating humans and making them matrix batteries. And the reason I disagree with that is because to believe the singularity moment happens and AI comes in and takes over and becomes the world administrator, you would have to, because it's prospected existential doom of that situation, you would have to undermine God's hand. You would have to undermine divine intervention because, and also you have to theorize that AI will want nefarious mean that it has agency at one point, and then at that point you're going to say that it has to become nefarious, and that's like a very Terminator inspired theory. It's like a Terminator inspired worldview where it's kind of fantastical in that way, and I just don't see it anymore. I was very worried about AI because really because of a theory or belief that it's going to take over like jobs, and it's like at that point it would become very new ground or new it would be a new frontier in terms of the political situation it would create. Would it just be another creative destruction like capitalism always creates, or would it be a new realm where the capitalist class, the billionaires who are able to sway AI's powers or steer, I mean, they're able to steer AI's capabilities, and would they have to then what's it called, would they have to, what's the word I'm looking for, would they then have to institutionalize, they then have to institute, sorry, would they have to then institute a UBI, like a universal basic income, for the sake that you wouldn't want an uprising, right? Because if you make the situation so bad, then you're pretty much incentivizing an insurgency, right? And that's getting more into political theory, but nevertheless, it poses so many questions. But I think if you're a religious person or Catholic, then you have to believe that it's just another line of these questions that are supposed to fortify your conviction in Christ. So that's what I kind of wanted to posit on that. And well, I guess I'm not done because I did want to speak about this whole Palantir situation because, you know, the PayPal Mafia guys and all these technocrats are clearly showing their Jewish spirit, to be honest, their revolutionary spirit, and they want to clearly wield the powers of AI and take it to a very nefarious place because, to some degree, I guess you could use the interview where they're saying, I forgot what the exact question was, but Peter Thiel was asked about some, which you think humans have the right to watch. I forgot what he said. It wasn't the Sunny. It wasn't the, I think they asked the freaking, why am I blanking so hard? They asked the, not the Unilever CEO, but the other guy, some food conglomerate. They asked him, do you think water is a human right? And it's very similar in that vein. But nevertheless, they asked Peter Thiel some, you know, virtue signal question. He kind of like stuttered. He did what I'm doing right now. He spoke very incoherently. But yeah, these guys clearly are showing a very demonic spirit. They want to clearly control it and start wiping out niggas. But here I put the idea just to remind me. It's if you want to see where they want to take it, just look at what's happening to the Palestinians because they're even implementing it over there. So that's a sad prospect, a scary prospect. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. I feel the doomsaying on AI is just a way to get views and clicks. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that.